All right.
Hey there, welcome to Ben's Plant-Based Kitchen, where I show you the easy, affordable foods I cook, and you should try them too, because it's good for you, your kids, their kids, and the earth. Hey folks, if you haven't been here before, I'm Ben. This is my plant-based kitchen. Today we're going to be making an orange zinger juice using the ingredients you see in front of you here. Inspiration for this dish came from two places. One, I had a bunch of leftover carrots in my fridge from a stir fry the other day, and I wanted to get rid of those. Two, the inspiration... I don't want to say inspiration. And two, I referred to a recipe from Minimalist Baker to get some inspiration. I don't want to say inspiration for the other ingredients I could include in this juice. I have a juicer here. If you don't have a juicer, follow that Minimalist Baker link in the description and she will take you through step by step how to make this juice without a juicer. Okay, let's get to it. So first, our ingredients. I've got my juicer, of course. I have jars, reusable jars that I will be storing this in once we're finished. Now to the stars of this episode, the ingredients themselves. I have 4 carrots, 3 medium-sized ones, 1 small one here. That'll be the base of our juice. 2 apples here for a little bit of sweetness and some sharpness as well. 1 orange, mostly for sweetness. Some lemon for some zing. 4 mint leaves here. I love mint. If you're not as big a mint person, you could use just 2 or 3 or leave them out. And ginger. No, I'm not going to use this entire thing. That would be crazy overwhelming. I'll use about a 1-inch knob of that ginger. And that will be our juice today. Let's get started. What I love about juicing is that it's really, really fun. Basically, we're just gonna cut the bad parts off these things, chunk them in there, let it do its thing, and we'll have delicious, fresh juice. So, I'll start with my carrots here. I just want to chop off the root side, right there. And I'll cut off just the very tips as well. And they're ready to go in. Don't need to peel them, nothing. They're going straight in like this. I have my mint leaves. I'm gonna stuff these in here now with the carrots. If I put these in by themselves, it'd be kind of hard to press them through the juicer, so they're gonna catch a ride with the carrots here. All right, now the fun part. How awesome is that? I wish you could smell this right now. That mint, when it goes through there, releases all of its essential oils. Just smells incredible. All right, next up, we'll go with our apples. I have 1 really small apple, straight in. This guy won't fit, chop him in half. Don't have to remove the seeds, nothing, going straight in. And we'll go ahead and lump in our knob of ginger as well. I'm going for about 1 inch of ginger here. That should do it right there. I'll taste at the end, and if I want to add some more, I always can. Oh, it smells so good. By the way, I already pre-washed all of this stuff, which you definitely should do, and buy organic if you can. It'll really make a difference in the taste of the juice and the nutrient content of the juice as well. Can I rip it? All right, round 2. This is a lot of fun. Last up, we have our lemon and orange. Lemon small enough, we'll drop it right in. Orange, oh, fits as well, nice. One last go. All right, we're gonna give this a mix, taste it to see if I wanna add any more ginger. If it's good, then I'll put it into this vessel right here for drinking right now. If I have a bit left over, I'll throw it in this mason jar, at which point it can go in the fridge for 3 to 4 days. This smells so, so good, and it looks awesome as well. I love this vibrant orange color. This would be great to accompany some avocado toast for breakfast. You can check out last week's episode to see 2 versions of avocado toast. That's awesome. Super bright from the lemon and the ginger. The carrot you can't really taste so much in there, but the nutrient content in the carrots is in there, which is great. Carrots are full of all sorts of awesome vitamins and minerals. This is good for me, so I'm gonna pour it into my vessel now. We'll see how this goes. I would typically do this over top of a sink, but I don't have a sink here. Haha. And here it is, our orange zinger juice. How awesome does this stuff look? This recipe yielded about 2 cups, I'd say, of juice total, so no need from a mason jar here. If you want to have enough juice for the next couple of days, you could double, triple, quadruple the batch if you wanted to. Now I'm going to drink this for breakfast in the morning tomorrow to get my day going, but I can't help myself. I gotta take one more sip here before I throw it in the fridge. That's just awesome. Okay, time for the EAT score. That's ease, affordability, and taste. Ease. Depends on if you have a juicer or not. This was super easy for me and really fun because I threw everything in there and let it rip. One side note with the juicer, you can see I've got a ton of pulp in here now. Getting that pulp out, cleaning it is gonna take a little bit of effort. So overall ease score with a juicer, I'm gonna say 3.5. That cleanup is a little bit gnarly. Affordability, let me check my notes. All right, so this is according to prices at my grocery stores. This juice here costs $3.25. A couple of notes with that. If you were to buy this at a restaurant or at a store, I am sure it would cost you $9. So if you're a juice buying person, this would be a great deal for you. I personally don't juice that much. Part of it is because juices can be relatively expensive. Now, for the nutrition content in here, for just an awesome start to your day, $3.50 seems like a pretty good deal to me. But am I going to be making a $3.50 juice every single day? Probably not. I need something a bit cheaper to start my day, like avocado toast. Maybe I could watch last week's episode and figure out how to make avocado toast. So affordability wise, we're going 2.5 here. Juicing is definitely a luxury. I don't do it all the time. It's sort of like a special treat. I will say the carrots that I put in here were probably gonna go bad in the next couple of days and be unusable. So the fact that I got them into this juice saves me a little bit of money. Taste wise, I'm gonna compare this just to juices in general. I don't think it's fair to compare this to actual meals I would eat. Compared to other juices I've had, I would put this at a solid 4. One thing I did pick up was a little bit of bitterness. That's likely from the pith of the lemon, if I had to guess. If I took care of that, I think I would rate this a 5. I mean, it's really, really good. Is that it? So total EAT score for this would be a 10 out of 15. I feel like I'm underrating it a little bit. I really, really like it. I'm looking forward to drinking it to start my day tomorrow. It's just not as affordable a breakfast item as what I'm really looking for on a day-to-day basis. Now that said, the nutrient content in here is way amped up compared to what I'm normally eating for breakfast. So take that into account. Treat yourself every now and again. Who doesn't like a nice, delicious, fresh pressed juice? Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, check out my previous episodes, maybe tell a friend about it, subscribe to the channel. I'll throw on my Instagram link right here. You can also check that in the video description, and my Patreon link right here. You can check that in the description as well. Huge thanks to all of my patrons. Couldn't do this without you guys. Enjoy, go make some juice. Happy cooking. All right, you wanna get some pans?